Welcome to YouTube Pedia. Discover the greatest stories from history, science, and beyond. If you're curious about the world, subscribe now and join our journey through knowledge. Let's get started. Thomas Edison, the man who changed the world forever. Thomas Alva Edison, one of the greatest inventors in history, fundamentally altered the course of the modern world. His inventions and innovations paved the way for numerous industries, from lighting and communication to entertainment and sound recording. Edison's genius and relentless work ethic led to over 1,000 patents, making him one of the most prolific inventors in history. However, behind his success lies a fascinating life, filled with controversies, intense rivalries, and personal struggles. Early life from humble beginnings to great ambitions. Thomas Edison was born on February 11, 1847 in Milan, Ohio. He was the seventh and youngest child of Samuel and Nancy Edison. The family was far from wealthy, and his early years were marked by financial struggles. Edison's father, a former soldier and lumber merchant, was known to have had various business failures, while his mother, Nancy, was a schoolteacher who played an essential role in his education. Although Edison was curious and incredibly intelligent, he was often labeled as a troublesome child by his teachers. His energetic curiosity led him to be expelled from school at the age of 7 due to his teacher's inability to handle his inquisitive nature. His mother took over his education, fostering a love of learning that lasted his entire life. His early exposure to books, science, and experimentation sparked a lifelong passion for discovery. Early career from entrepreneur to inventors. At the age of 12, Edison began selling newspapers on trains to support his family. This job allowed him to save up enough money to buy scientific equipment. His first invention, a crude device to improve the telegraph, was sold for a small sum. It was this early taste of success that spurred his desire to develop inventions that could benefit humanity. Edison moved to Boston in the early 1870s, where he began to work on a number of electrical and mechanical devices. His first major breakthrough came in 1877 with the invention of the phonograph, a machine capable of recording and reproducing sound. This invention was one of his most celebrated accomplishments, earning him worldwide recognition and the nickname the Wizard of Menlo Park. The light bulb, a revolution in illumination. Edison's most famous invention is undoubtedly the practical incandescent light bulb. While other inventors, such as Sir Humphrey Davy and Joseph Swan, had already demonstrated forms of electric lighting, Edison sought to create a commercially viable, long-lasting light bulb. His persistence paid off in 1879 when he developed a reliable incandescent lamp using a carbon filament. However, Edison didn't just invent the light bulb. He revolutionized how electricity was produced and distributed. In 1882, he established the first commercial power plant in New York, lighting up a small part of the city with his electric system. This was a monumental achievement that changed the world by introducing electric lighting into homes, businesses, and streets. The War of Currents, Edison versus Tesla. One of the most well-known rivalries in scientific history was between Edison and Nikola Tesla, a brilliant engineer who worked for Edison early in his career. Tesla developed an alternative system for transmitting electricity known as alternating current AC, which Edison strongly opposed, favoring his own direct current DC system. This disagreement led to what is known as the War of Currents. Edison launched a highly publicized campaign against AC, going as far as to use electric chairs to demonstrate its supposed dangers. Despite Edison's efforts, AC eventually won the battle, largely due to the work of Tesla and George Westinghouse. Today, the AC system is the dominant method for distributing electricity worldwide. Inventions and contributions beyond the light bulb. While the light bulb is often what Edison is most associated with, his contributions to technology and society went far beyond this single invention. Over his lifetime, he was granted more than 1,000 patents for various innovations. Edison played a key role in the development of sound recording technology, founding the Edison Records Company, which later merged into the famous RCA Radio Corporation of America. He also made significant contributions to motion picture technology, developing a system for recording and projecting moving images, which ultimately laid the groundwork for the film industry. In the field of telecommunications, Edison improved the telephone, the telegraph, and created new ways to transmit sound and data over long distances. He also worked on early versions of the electric car and even the modern electric power grid. Controversies and criticisms. Despite his genius, Edison's career was not without its controversies. Many have criticized Edison for taking credit for inventions and ideas that were initially developed by others. His infamous rivalry with Nikola Tesla is one example of how Edison used his public influence to undermine and discredit competitors. There were also allegations that Edison exploited the work of his employees, particularly in his Menlo Park laboratory. While Edison was an extraordinary visionary, some argue that his aggressive pursuit of patents and commercial success sometimes led him to cross ethical lines. Personal life: the man behind the myths. Edison's personal life was as complex as his professional one. He married his first wife, Mary Stilwell, in 1871, with whom he had 3 children. After her death in 1884, Edison married Mina Miller, with whom he had another 3 children. Edison was known for his intense work ethic, often working long hours at the expense of his family life. Despite his professional success, Edison's personal relationships were strained, and he became known for his somewhat solitary nature and focus on work over leisure. He spent much of his life in his laboratory, constantly experimenting and refining his ideas. Legacy and death: the end of an era. Thomas Edison passed away on October 18, 1931, at the age of 84. His death marked the end of an era, but his legacy continues to shape the modern world. His inventions and ideas laid the foundation for much of the technology we use today, from electric lighting to recorded sound and motion pictures. Edison's life is a testament to the power of curiosity, persistence, and creativity. His relentless pursuit of innovation and his ability to turn visionary ideas into practical realities changed the world forever. A conclusion. Thomas Edison's life is one of extraordinary achievement, perseverance, and controversy. From his humble beginnings to his monumental contributions to science and industry, Edison's journey is a fascinating one. He was a man who not only changed the way we live, but also how we think about innovation and discovery. Edison's legacy continues to inspire generations of inventors, thinkers, and dreamers who seek to change the world for the better. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. Let us know your thoughts on Edison's legacy.